Formula 1 relies on a huge amount of technical equipment for car development and testing, and perhaps none are as large in size and importance as the wind tunnel. Welcome to the Apex Alphabet, a series where we debunk common terminology in F1. Let's get into W for wind tunnels. A wind tunnel is a device used to study aerodynamics in a controlled environment, away from the effects of any outside elements. It consists of a test area with a large fan at one end that blows air at speeds ranging from 60 to 120 miles an hour. The team will create a wind tunnel model to use for this testing that's around 60% of the size of the real car, and this is held in place by some long arms. The car sits on what's known as a rolling road, which can be used to match the air speeds. Despite being an absolute necessity in F1 development, wind tunnels are incredibly expensive to build, with one costing a team on average $60 to $100 million. Because of this, many teams even today couldn't afford to have their own, and so share with another team or teams. Red Bull, for example, are only just going about building a modern wind tunnel and are still using one that dates back to the Cold War, but has been refurbished since. Having a modern wind tunnel allows teams to better correlate their CFD data with more real-world runs and develop a more aerodynamically efficient car. Teams can also check the car's balance, stability or cooling, and the properties of parts like wings. The FIA very closely regulate wind tunnel usage to ensure teams don't go over their allowed runs in the equipment. How many runs a team gets is determined by where they place in the constructor standings at the end of the season and in the middle. For teams like Aston Martin, who have made a big leap in the standings compared to where they finished last year, this reset of the allowance for the second half of the season will hit them hard. They'll lose 20% of the aerodynamic testing time they had at the start of the 2023 season. And of course, they can take away teams' number of runs as part of penalties, as we saw happen to Red Bull last year. Did you learn something new? Let us know in the comments, like this video if you enjoyed the insight, and make sure to subscribe to Apex for the latest in the F1 world.